So today we're out at a pond where the stakeholder has had some issues with the pond leaking. And we know it's leaking because after a rain, the pond will fill up, but it drops back down to a level pretty quickly and then slowly dissipates from there. So this stakeholder decided to use something called a cross-linked polymer. They're also known as super absorbent polymers. And these polymers start out as a powder. We put them in the water and they settle kind of to the bottom. They get pushed by hydrostatic pressure down to the bottom of the pond. When the polymers are pushed down into little crevices at the bottom where water might be leaking out, they expand and form kind of like a jelly-like substance that is super absorbent. They can expand to about 300 times their size. So they're gonna fill in these little cracks, hopefully stop water from being pushed out of the cracks, fill them in. The research for these products at fixing leaks in ponds is relatively scarce, and so we're not necessarily endorsing their use, but it is a tool that can be used to try to stop a leak in your pond. The trends that we see is that they work best when we have kind of smaller localized leaks. If you have a big leak or a catastrophic leak, this is unlikely to fix your pond. You'll need to rebuild your pond at that stage. This is a one-part crystal product. We're gonna take these crystals and we're gonna spread them with a seed spreader evenly on the surface of the pond. One of the things that I like to recommend is to buy a battery-operated seed spreader. That'll leave one hand free to keep filling that hopper and ensure that we get the most level coverage on the pond possible. When applying these products, it's better to get several lighter applications going over the same area multiple times, as opposed to trying to get it all covered in one try. If you know your leak is near the shoreline, you can walk along the edge and apply this. It's best to get universal coverage if we can get out on a boat and apply it over the entire surface of the pond. That way the hydrostatic pressure will push it into the leaks and help to seal the bottom of the pond. These products work best when the pond is full, and that allows the hydrostatic pressure of the water to push down on the product and push it into the little cracks at the bottom of the pond. It's also important that you pick a day where it's not windy. These crystals are really fine, and so you want to pick a day with low wind when you can apply it to the surface of the pond and make sure you're not wasting a lot of application on areas outside of where we're trying to apply it. It takes about 1 to 2 hours for the product to swell up and activate, and then over the course of the next 4 to 7 days, it'll get pushed into those crevices. So you should expect to see the pond sealed up in about 4 to 7 days if the product is gonna work. That's how you apply a cross-linked polymer to your pond and try to stop some leaks that you might have in your pond. Make sure you subscribe to see more videos on how to manage your ponds and fish and wildlife needs.